Hi, everyone. It's Grace again with a new book. This time it's Ling and Ting's Lunar New Year. Yes, Ling and Ting are back. And I have a special offer for educators. If you order this book before February 5th from the Carl Museum Bookshop, you'll receive a free virtual school visit with me on February 12th. At this visit, I'll share the customs of the Lunar New Year and we'll draw a horse together for the Year of the Horse. The webinar will be recorded, so you can watch it at a later time if you're not able to join live. But it's a great way to celebrate the Lunar New Year with your students. The link to all the info is in the show notes. I hope to see you. Thanks!
Hi, I'm Alvina Ling.
And I'm Grace Lynn.
And we're book friends
Forever!
We're childhood friends
Who grew up to be
a children's book editor.
and an author and illustrator. Yay!
Welcome to Book Friends Forever. This is the 2025 Holiday Gift Guide episode.
And check out our website, bookfriendsforever.com, and our Instagram and YouTube channel at bookfriendsforever_podcast.
Grace, how have you been?
I'm like, it's November. It's almost Thanksgiving. It's too soon. I'm not ready.
Me neither.
I feel like it was just Halloween, and I'm like, I'm not. So I kind of feel a little bit out of it. I am. I hope my audio is okay. I am speaking without my microphone because I have misplaced my adapter. So it's got my microphone has a USB thing majiggy, and my computer is not a USB thingy. So I have to have an adapter to put it into my computer, and I can't find it. So I am just talking into headphones.
I think it's okay. It'll
All
be
right.
okay.
We'll hope for the best.
Yes, we'll muddle through.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, so I've been just trying to get a lot of stuff done. One of the things I'm working on is I'm working on a board book for Reach Out and Read. I think I've mentioned it a couple times before, but now I'm painting it and I need to get it done. I need to get all this stuff done before Thanksgiving because after Thanksgiving, I need to concentrate on.
So basically in 2 days
Yes.
from
I
the
need to concentrate.
recording.
Yeah, I need to concentrate on what I guess would called real work. I need to work on like Ling and Ting. I need to work on like things that are book like not that this is not a real book, but just a more traditionally published book. Maybe that's a better way of putting it.
Mhm.
Anyway, I have to finish. So this is kind of the time I allotted myself for kind of my side projects. So I need to finish this board book that I'm doing for Reach Out and Read, which is Pacey's first 100 words. I'm not sure what the title is exactly, but it's really fun to do. I'm also trying to get paintings done for my dish towel designs of like ugly Chinese vegetables and dim sum. And yeah, basically it's all my side projects I'm trying to get done now because once I come back from Thanksgiving, I have to get buckled down on real work. And so that's what I'm working on. Also trying to get ready for I'm running the turkey trot on Thursday, which I'm really not in shape for. Though I've kind of changed my exercise routine because now I do I do on Monday and Wednesdays I have like I don't know what they call it, sculpt something in the morning at the 5 o'clock, and then they offered spin classes in the morning on Tuesdays. So I've done I've changed my normal running schedule for classes at the gym. So I haven't really been running that much. I only really run on the weekends, and so I can tell that's not really great for my because when I do run, I'm like so hopefully I'll be okay with the 5K on the turkey trot. And then I've been training with Hazel and her friends because we're all signed up to do the hot chocolate run in December, and they are hilarious.
Have they been
Because
running?
it's not a yes, and I mean
Yeah.
yes and no. I mean, they run and they're like, oh yeah, and then they walk, and then it's like, okay, we have to run some more, and they're like, yeah, yeah, but like they run so fast, right? And then they walk. So I'm curious to see on the day of the race, like how far ahead of me they are or how far behind me they are because they just don't do
Right.
it
Yeah.
like
Right. Is it slow and steady wins the race or
is it like stop go like so it'll be really interesting though, but I know for sure they're definitely gonna walk up any hills.
yes,
But
that'll be
it's
fun.
but at least they have a good time. They're all goofing off and everything like that. And that's
Yeah.
really why I wanted them
And
to
it's
do it.
exercise and they're
Yeah,
outside.
they're
Yeah.
outside and they're like, yeah, I just wanted Hazel to do something like that wasn't in front of a screen, and so it was really good. So I've been doing all that. So hoping to get everything done before Thanksgiving. Who knows?
Yes.
How about you?
Well, I'm also feeling a little frazzled, even though I don't know, and maybe I shouldn't, but it's Thanksgiving week. We're recording this on Tuesday, November 25th. And I'm taking this week as a flex four, so it's one of my work from home weeks, which is good. And because it's a holiday week, a lot of people are out, and so a lot of the meetings have been canceled. So I've had a lot of desk time, and I have been steadily. I actually worked on it this weekend too. I've been steadily working to get my emails down. So this is boring. I was at 1,300 emails as of last week, and I'm down to about 350. So
Yay!
I've responded to a lot of submissions. I've been reading, and some of them have been in my inbox since March. So I apologize. But I think I've been getting some responses from agents saying, I've been getting a lot of responses now because I think every editor is trying to clean out their inbox, for the end of the year. And then they're saying, and us too, we're getting submissions and trying to get those out of our inbox for the end of the year. So I am determined to not do this. I mean, not do it this way next year.
I
I
was
say
just
that every
talking.
year, but
I mean, I guess I'm so lucky because I don't have the same kind of like I don't submit widely
hmm
anymore, but I was talking to another author who's like, "Oh, this is the worst time of year for authors." I was like, "Really? Why?" And she's like, "Because this is the time of year where you get like 20 rejections in your inbox at once because everybody is like cleaning out their inbox like, sorry, sorry, sorry." And she's like, she's saying how it's like an endless like no like it's like and
Yes,
I was like
occasionally. I mean, sometimes I'll, sometimes it will be maybe not a yes, but like, oh, I'm interested in this,
uh-huh
because I haven't read it and now I've read
yes
it. And then sometimes I might say, I need more time, but I'm on this even though I've had this a long time, but I'm gonna, spend more time on it,
yes
in
but
the new
I think
year.
she was just saying more in terms of the aver law of averages. This
Yeah,
is the
no,
time of
it's
year where you
true.
get
It's
lots
true
and lots
because
of
if I
rejections.
haven't, I think for the most part, if you haven't gotten an offer by now, it's
And
probably
this is like this
I
is really
know.
a rough time for authors in general. Like you got the best of lists coming out, and if your book's not on it, it's depressing. Getting all the rejections, editors, is depressing. Like,
Um,
gosh, this is a rough time of year. Hmm.
but it's
We could
also a
get
festive
through.
time. Yes, we can do it.
And
Um,
anyway, distract yourself. That's what Christmas is for.
and I don't know if I mentioned this last week because I'm not sure if I did. I mention that we're hosting Thanksgiving again this year.
I can't remember,
I
but
can't even remember either. But so we are hosting again this year, and as it's a kind of last minute again, just like last year. But so Stephen went out and bought a turkey yesterday, and
yay.
he went out to buy more stuff today. I'm gonna make my apple pie. I'm gonna try a new top, a new way that I saw in the New York Times. So we'll see if that works out. I'm gonna make mac and cheese, and we're doing stuffing and mashed potatoes, and then other people are bringing vegetables. So it'll be fun. I think there's going to be 12 or 14, something like that. So it's gonna be a tight squeeze, but it should be fun. And I've been, I feel like at the end of the year, there's just more activities. So there's more. I think had I gone to the NCAC, the National Coalition Against Censorship Gala last week? I
I
can't
don't think you
remember.
mentioned it.
I don't remember when we recorded.
Or
Maybe I
did you
did.
mention it?
Anyway, there is that gala. That was on Tuesday. I've had just dinners with friends and karaoke party and, all of that. And then next week there's going
Aw,
to be a lot of holiday parties. And so just everything's kind of ramping up for the end of the year. So, just
fun.
trying to wrap things up. And I mean, I'm kind of wrapping up also like my stint as editor in chief
That's
by the end of the year. So
true.
that's
Because
also
everything
feels
starts afresh.
monumental. So,
Yes.
yes. Um, all right. So because we're heading into the end of the year, we thought it was time to do our holiday gift guide, which we do every year. Because by the time this airs, it'll be the first week of December, and it's going to be last minute holiday shopping for some of you. Um, we weren't super organized this year, so I think we both have just like random gifts and links, but we can talk about our gift idea and who it might be for, and we'll just take turns. So why don't you
Yes.
start?
Well, this was not on my list, but I was just thinking about it because I was thinking about how this is a tough time of year for authors. So, anyone who's listening, if you happen to buy an author's book that is kind of an author who's not like Dave Pilkey, like more of a mid-list author, I suggest you post about it online and say, I just bought this. Well, I guess that would give it away to people, but just, post that this is a great book to buy and things like that. And that would be a really nice gift to an author. I think if you have any authors in your life, leave them a nice review on Amazon or Barnes and Noble or something like that and say,
Mm-hmm.
that's part of your Christmas present or your holiday present. And you know what? I bet you they will really love it.
Yes, that's
Some
nice.
some holiday gifts you don't have to give any money for and like yet it will be just as appreciated.
I
So
think our listeners can rate and review us on Apple
yes.
Podcasts as a
Yes, if
holiday
you would
gift
like
to
to give
us.
us a holiday gift, you can review us. I think reviews is kind of nicer than rate because rate is just like 5 stars, but we'll
Right.
take anything, honestly. We're
Yes.
not picky.
All right. So
All
what's
right.
your first gift?
Okay. The first gift, like I said, is not in any order, but it's a I, a bread light. It's
I
called
clicked on this link and I thought, oh, that looks really cool.
It's called Pamp Shade, or okay, the person is Yukiko Morita online shop. Again, we're gonna get Jessica, our website person, to put all these links on our website. So go to our website, bookfriendsforever.com, and you will see Yukiko Morita's online shop. And basically, she has like a loaf of bread that's really a lamp, or like it's like a baguette, or it's like a croissant. And
I'm
they're
going to show for our people watching on YouTube, I'll show
yes,
what it kind of looks
yes,
like.
it's really cool. They're
They
like
are really
bread
cool.
lights. And so I'm not sure if it's from real, it says from real bread, a light that touches the heart. So I'm
Mm.
curious if
So
it's
maybe
really
it's
real
like
bread.
shellacked bread.
Yeah. And there's naan, there's all these like
Ooh,
lights. So it's really, really cool looking. And the light that comes from the bread light is like really warm and inviting. And so I kind of really like it. So and I thought that was just such an interesting gift. I would not want it personally because I think it would just make me want to eat bread all the time. But I feel like it's a really good gift for somebody.
nice.
All
All
right.
right. My first gift is also a little bit random, but it's a gift that I gave myself earlier this year because of an Instagram ad. But well, the website is called Rooted Fare, ROOTEDFARE.com. And they're basically these Chinese American spreads. So, for
Ooh.
example, black sesame butter, which has like a salted caramel crunch, or there's different flavors of that. There's like pineapple. Let's see, what have I tried? I did get a gift box for myself. And I haven't tried them all, but I tried the sesame, which was really delicious. I tried the pineapple. There's like almost like a pineapple cake flavor that was really great. And you can spread it on bread, you can put it in yogurt, you can just eat it right on. It looks like they don't have the pineapple right now. it looks like they mostly just have the black sesame. But anyway, it's a great little gift box for, maybe someone who is an adventurous eater or maybe really likes Asian desserts. But I think it's exciting. Sorry, my
It's hard because I can't remember what I've said in the past.
hmm You
And
mean
I
in
want,
terms of gifts or
yeah, because we've done this gift guide for a couple of times.
I know, and that's okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, my next one is not really exactly a specific thing, but the Carl Museum has just put out their gift guide, and in their gift guide, they had the cutest lowly worm mug you can ever imagine. I
Oh,
just like loved it so, so much. It's so cute. So if you go to the Carl gift shop, you can see the lowly worm mug, and while you're there you can purchase
oh.
a lot of stuff that
It
is
has a
Grace
little
themed.
lid. That's so
Yes,
cute.
it's like it looks like an apple. It's so cute. Um, but like I said, while you're there, you can buy Grace Lynn themed stuff that they have there since my exhibit's there. And I think that stuff is, I don't know how long it'll be there. Maybe when the exhibit's over, it'll be gone. But you can also get the beautiful scarf they made of a big moon cake for little star. They got the dish towel, all those things. So you can get all those Grace Lynn themed things as well as a super cute lowly worm mug. And if you purchase it before December 1st, you get 15% off. So that's my plug for the Carl Bookshop. So, yay.
Yay. All right. So my next gift is also something that I gave myself, which is a portable watercolor kit, which I haven't tried it yet, but again, I was Instagram influenced. But the website I sorry, I'm like clearing my throat right into this microphone. The website I bought it from is called Tobio's Kits, TOBIOS.com. And it's like a little, I should have brought it to show, but anyway, it's like a little pad and this little like kind of watercolor brushes, and you can bring it with you to a cafe or bring it with you
Oh,
to a park and then just paint and draw. So I actually bought Stephen and I both one because I figured we could do that
oh, so now you're
together.
gonna start painting outside. That's so sweet.
Yes. So that could be a
I've
great gift for a child or an adult.
Yeah, I've always had this idea. So, above our chicken coop, we have that lookout, like it's kind of
Mm,
like the reason why I had it built was because I had this idea that I was going to do like outdoor painting up there, but it never really quite worked out because it's
mm.
such a pain to bring up water and everything up
Right. Oh,
there.
so
But
maybe you should use one of these little
yes,
portable
yeah, I should use one
watercolor
of those
kits.
portal things. All right, so let's see. You know what? I am going to show. So one of the things that I've been getting lots and lots of compliments are my is this are these
Oh,
bags that I have.
yes.
They're from this brand called Vendula London, and you can see they're kind of like these shop front bags. The door opens, and you can see this one is the bookbinder's bag, so it's like a bookbinder, and you can see like even the thing is like the spine of a book. So there are these really, really cool bags that look like shops. And every time I carry one, somebody like gets. Oh, I always get compliments on my
Yep.
bags, and they're like I said, they're a place called Vendula London. They're kind of expensive, especially now because they've jacked up the prices because of tariffs. They're like,
All
oh, it's
right.
tariff free, but it's not tariff free. They've just like added
Yeah.
it into the price. So and it takes a long time to get here. So if it's a gift that you want to splurge on someone, it's a really great gift. And if you do splurge on them, I bet you they will love it, love it, love it. Um, there you can go to vendulalondon.com and you can buy from them. But I found a place here in the United States that also sells them, but they only have old stock, none of the new lines. So basically, they only have bags that were like before the tariffs, but they're still really beautiful bags, and you might want to look there. And that's from a place called, let me see, I found the place. I think it's called bloomingboutique.com. And if you do a search there for Vendula London bags, you can search through their older stock, and that will be a little less expensive, and you could probably get it in time for the holidays. So that's what I suggest because I love their bags so so
Yeah.
much.
They're beautiful.
And
That's
this
like a,
bag actually when I got this bag, they were not even shipping to the United States because of the tariff thing. And so what I had to do was I bought this bag and I had it shipped to my friend Heidi Stempel's place in Scotland. And
Mm,
her sister-in-law was staying there at the time, and then her sister-in-law was coming back to the States, and her sister-in-law brought it back for me.
wow.
So it was like this big kind of like long journey to get this bag to me. So I'm very proud of it.
That's beautiful. So my next gift I have talked about in the past, I'm sure, because it's the website Out of Print, which has book themed apparel. And but I'm specifically going to call out their socks because I have a lot of their socks. Some of my favorite ones are the banned book socks they have. There's one
Mm.
where, they have mugs too, but where like one sock is words that are not censored and the other sock is censored words. They have some fun holiday themed socks, including one that's called Penguin Reads Cozy Socks. Penguin Reads Cozy Socks.
Uh-huh.
They have, and of course, they have book themed ones. So they have little women ones, they have little princess ones, and of course, they have t shirts and mugs and hats. So I think they're the perfect gift. You can find the perfect gift for your book lover, whatever age.
And I have a great gift that you can give in coordination with that because um, Authors Against Book Bans have just done something where they are now able to take donations. So what you could do is you could
Oh,
buy one of
cool.
those banned books pair of socks from Out of Print and make a donation to Authors Against Book Bans, and then in your card say, a gift in your honor has been made to Authors Against Book Bans. And so that would be a really good gift for anybody who loves books in your life.
I just realized I'm wearing these socks right now, so I'm going to show them.
All right, let's see how flexible you are. Yay!
I showed them to our YouTube audience. Um, okay, my next one is very random, but I do think it's a great family gift. So it's a cozy blanket of any kind, but anthropology has some really nice like faux fur ones. They don't
Oh,
have the ones
yeah.
that we've my mother-in-law had one at her house that every time we went over there, the kids would just like love to cuddle under. So they loved it so much, and we loved it too. So we bought ourselves one. And so now when Quinn or Balin come over, they love to cuddle with that blanket. And so I don't know if it was last year or the year before we sent one to the family to share. So they have, I think they might have two at this point. So, but just cozy, furry, faux fur blankets are just great for everybody.
Yay. Um, okay. This one's a really goofy one. That you talked about socks, this a foot thing, and this is not something you should give to someone out of the blue. This is probably something you should put on your wish list and hint to somebody because it's an electric foot file. It's a it's a mopey electric foot file, and the reason why I put it on here is because I just recently got one a couple months ago and it's like changed my life. It's like
Wow.
this electric foot file. I don't know about you, but I get like really calloused heels
Yep.
and it's like really and like so much that like it'll catch on my socks and I don't like it and it's very unattractive to myself. And then I got one of these electric foot files and like now like it's so smooth and I'm so happy.
Wow. I might need
Because
some of these.
yes, it's it's really like changed my life. It's so good. I actually sent one to my mom and she's like, ooh. So a mopey electric foot file. Like I said, probably not, don't give it out of the blue because somebody might feel insulted. But if so you're making a wish list, this is a good thing to put on your wish list that because really there it really is awesome.
Mhm. Okay, that is very random. Okay, my next gift is a board game, which I love board games, and I feel like board games are great for the whole family. So this is not a board game that I've actually tried. I did think I ordered it and then it never came, but it was recommended from a podcast I listened to. So it's called Hues and Cues, and So it's not for anyone who is colorblind, I will say that, but I think it is great for like designers. So actually I had ordered it thinking I would give it to my friends Tracy and Kirk, who are both designers, and their whole family is very creative. So basically it's a board of color blocks, and you're supposed to, try to say it is the color, like let's say it's the color of an apple, and then people like try to guess which color you're talking about, and to see how close they can get to the color that you are actually talking about. So I've never played it, but it looks and sounds really
I think
fun.
we've talked about this before.
I don't know, maybe someone else recommended it, but
Someone recommended to us. I feel like we've, huh.
hmm. But maybe
Um,
maybe a podcast. For me, it was one of the Slate podcasts where they
uh-huh.
recommended it and said it was really fun. But
Huh.
it does seem like a kind of an illustrator type of game, so I could
Uh-huh.
see it coming up in your circles.
Yeah, where was it? Okay, anyway, doesn't matter.
All right, cues
Let's
and
see.
cues.
Cues and cues. Okay, and that makes me think of a gift that I got you
Mm,
for your birthday, which was a jigsaw puzzle, but it's called Childhood Favorite Book Covers. I actually saw this online a long time ago. Elizabeth Law was putting it together, and it's by Remarks, and it's oops, sorry, called Childhood Book Covers. And the reason why I love it so much is because Where the Mountain Meets the Moon is on there. It's one of the many
yay!
covers on there. So it's called Childhood Favorites, Remarks Childhood Favorite book covers, and it's a 1,000 piece puzzle, and it's for all ages. And you'll see Where the Mountain Meets the Moon on there. It's such a thrill.
That is very exciting. I haven't done it yet, but I am excited to do it.
You could
Um,
do it for the holidays.
yes, I actually had a book puzzle on my list as well. This is my last one. I don't know if you have how many more you have.
I got a couple more.
Okay, I could probably come up with more. But so this is uncommongoods.com. We've talked about that website before. They actually have two different book themed puzzles. One is
Uh-huh.
called Bibliophile Diverse Spines.
Uh-huh.
So it's a puzzle with a lot of different diverse books. It's 500 pieces, so it's not super as challenging.
Uh-huh.
But some of the books include Pachinko by Min Jin Lee and Kindred, which I just read by Octavia E. Butler. And then they also have a banned books one as well, which has a lot of different wonderful books as well. And so that's also a 500-piece puzzle.
All right, so I'll get rid of some of mine. Okay, I better say this one though, because if I don't, I'll feel guilty. So I'll have to promote my own thing before we end, because I have to talk about the Gate, the Girl, the Dragon gift box that I have available at High Five Books. And this is that exclusive gift box that only High Five Books uh, is selling, where it has the book, it has a print, it has a candle, the pin, like basically it's really super deluxe. And of course, I'll sign the book and everything like that to whomever you want. And it would be great because then you would also be supporting a really great indie bookstore. And if you want any of my books or any, I think there's a lot of people who are local here who would be happy to sign their books. If you want from High Five Books, there's Jeannie Birdsall, Jared Krasoska, Mike Corrado. I bet you if you order from them from High Five Books, they can get those books signed for you. So that's my shout out for my indie bookstore. So please shop there.
Yay! And we should shout out our friend Anna Alter and her
Oh,
beautiful
yes.
mugs and plates and ornaments and bowls. And
Yeah,
yes,
so beautiful.
Anna,
All her
you can
things.
find it on annaalter.com. Actually, Anna's coming to New York for Thanksgiving. So I think we're having lunch tomorrow.
Yay!
Hooray.
Hooray!
All right. Do you have any other gifts?
I think that's good. I had other ones, but that's okay. We'll end there because it's always good to end with
Yes.
a with a shout out to your local goodie.
All right. So moving on to our fortune cookies segment. SLJs, which is School Library Journal, they just released a readers survey 21st century canon
Mm.
list.
Okay, let's put it back. All right, so yeah, I guess they found it through a survey of school and public librarians. I'm not sure how many. It probably says somewhere, but I have not been able to see how many it is in
They
my
did say
brief
that
skimming.
1,638 individual titles were named
Hmm.
for ages 0 to 12, and 1,657 titles were named for 12 to 18. And then they pulled the top 25 for each category.
Mm.
Um, so, I'm very happy that The Wild Robot was one of the books included. That was,
Hmm.
I guess, the only book that I edited on the list. But it was criticized, I think rightfully so, that none of the picture, all of the picture books that are on this list, I think, are there eight of them or nine of them, were
There are only 8 picture books on the list, and none were created by women.
right. So they're all created by men for the picture books. First of all, I don't understand why they grouped picture books with middle grade because
Yeah,
0 to 12 is just such a wide range. And I think picture books and middle grade are so different. So I
yeah,
really wish they had kept those separate. And then if they had, I do feel like the diversity would have been better on the list.
yeah.
I will say that the lists are very diverse in terms of race, in terms of the creator. But I do think it's quite a stark omission that none of the picture books were by women.
I
So,
mean, I think that I don't have anything against these books, but I'm some of them I wouldn't. They're not what I would choose. Maybe some of them are not what I would choose. Let's
right.
put it that way, because uh, pure respect to all the books. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but I don't know if that's what I would have chosen as the 25 influential. And while I appreciate there was like 1,000 titles on the list, that seems kind of small to compared to how many books there are out there in the world. To use that as the most influential books of the 21st century, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I guess let's name some of the
It seems like a
books.
hyperbole. That's
Yes.
all.
So, for the picture books, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus is one of the picture books. Kitten's First Full Moon, Last Stop on Market Street, The Day the Crayons Quit, Sam and Dave. Is it Sam and Dave Dig a Hole? Um, Creepy Carrots, The Book with No Pictures, and I Want My Hat Back.
Mm.
Which, are all very popular books. And I can see that they're influential. I think, some of them have been on the bestseller list for a long time. I think some of them resulted in maybe copycats or, like I do know Creepy Carrots. There's so many creepy, not that that was the first creepy book, but there have been so many kind of creepy picture books that have been really popular since that one. But it is interesting that there are, for example, so that's illustrated by Peter Brown. It's not a book that I worked with him on, but he's also on the list with The Wild Robot. And I think John Clausen is on the list twice as
Mm.
well. So, I
I
think
mean,
it's unfortunate to have
I have
a
thoughts, and
creator more than one.
I don't want to like, I don't want to put anyone down or anything like that. But I do think that it shows that um, there's a real slant towards snarky books too.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
I think The
which,
Last Stop on Market Street and Kitten's First Full Moon are the non-snarky picture
snarky one.
books, but the
But
rest are
and
all pretty snarky.
I'm not sure if this survey was done was done online, or if it was done by, paper, but I do think that it's kind of a reflection of how we are online. Snarky is great online. People love snarky, and like that's the kind of people who are online love snarkiness. And I don't get me wrong, I think snarky books are super fun. My daughter was completely all snark and all that stuff. But there's I don't think nine, eight, seven of the nine most influential books all have the same kind of like tone. Like it's a um very pointed to me.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? Somebody's gonna
No,
say I'm a jerk.
no,
I might have to Alex cut this out.
I think you're pointing out. I hadn't actually thought about that, but and you've talked about that before that I feel like picture books tend towards that kind of humor.
And
Um,
I think there's a place for it. And I think that's, but I feel like literature in general, we're getting meaner, and I just wish we weren't. I
Yeah.
wish we, I think picture books is a nice place to be less mean.
Hmm.
That's all.
So just because we can share, what picture books by women would you have included on the list?
Well, it's interesting because I was thinking about first I was thinking influential women illustrators, and I was thinking like the most influential women illustrators I was thinking that have been overlooked. I was thinking like Sandra Boynton, like if you think about it, she's so influential. Like she's basically created the whole like board book genre, and yet yeah, we never give her anything. And then I was thinking well the bee in my bonnet is always Holly Hobby. I feel like she
Hmm.
does such beautiful work, but we never honor her because her content is so sweet. And like,
Yeah, I will. Well, Holly Hobby is kind of on the brink because this was of the 21st century. So these are
oh,
books published since 2000. And Holly
oh,
Hobby,
is
Toot and
she
Puddle, for
older?
example, was published definitely in the 90s because that was published before I started at Little Brown. You
Uh-huh.
know, some of her popular books were published since, but she's kind of right on that brink. So
Oh,
I could kind of see why Sandra Boynton too. I think her biggest, I mean, obviously she's still publishing
huge.
now and
Uh-huh.
she's still very popular, but I think her most influential picture books were published before 2000.
Oh, I choose the wrong people because I chose really old. I forgot it was the 21st century. Okay, then I think probably the person I would say is Susie Lee,
Hmm.
um, and Hannah. Both of them are Korean, and they're both on the other are not American. Did it have to be American?
No, I don't think so.
Hannah Bach and Susie Lee, I would think, are two who are just amazing 21st century illustrators
Hmm.
who I think
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I was thinking of all of the women who won the Caldecott and honors your year, where the a big mooncake for Little Star,
mm,
because that was the same year as Saturday by Oge
yep.
Mora
And hello
and Hello
and so
Lighthouse
oh
by
yeah,
Sophie
Sophie
Blackall.
wasn't on there. She's usually on there.
Right.
Yeah, on
I feel
these
like
lists.
Sophie is very like her style and and also
Yeah. And then Vashti.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do have to shout out Big by Vashti Harrison. These are all
Yeah.
books that Little Brown published, but
I
I'm
know,
allowed to be biased.
but yeah, but those are books that I'm surprised not one of them, like especially Vashti's book was not on there, or even
Right. And maybe it was ninth or 10th, it's just
it-
interesting. That again, I think that's why they should have separated out picture books from middle
yeah.
grade.
Or Michaela Goad.
Yeah,
Is that how you
go
pronounce her name?
goad.
Goad. Yeah, like the water
Mhm.
protectors. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. But
So
but definitely a big mooncake for Little Star. Should have been on the list.
yes, definitely.
All right. And now we'll end as we always do with what we're grateful for. Grace, what are you grateful
Oh,
for?
I forgot to fill this part out.
It
Let's
looks
see.
like you put something there,
Yeah,
but I haven't
I
put anything.
I just put down really fast. I'm really grateful that it looks like we're gonna have good weather for the turkey trot on Thursday. But that seems really that was like gonna be my small one. And usually I like to do have something bigger, especially because we're like at
It's
Thanksgiving, so
Thanksgiving. That's
we
true.
feel like it should be something like a larger, grateful, like yeah, I guess I should just be grateful that you know, it's been a weird time right now. But even in these weird times, I got my family okay. I got a house over my head, nice and warm, even though it's cold outside. So all those things. And I'm still kicking it, kicking not kicking it in this industry. Not kicking kick not I didn't that sounds like I was like kicking butt. I meant like I haven't kicked the butt yet. I guess I was like, I'm
You're
still
still,
on the
I'm
bus. I'm
still
still on the
here.
bus.
You
I'm
are still
still
on the
here.
bus.
Yes. I'm still on the bus on
Yes.
in children's publishing. So yes, so I'm grateful for all those things. How about you?
I am grateful you're still on the bus. And I'm grateful I'm still on the bus and that I guess I'm getting on a new bus. A different,
No, they're just refitting
uh,
your bus.
it's
They're
the
like,
same bus, but it's going to have a different name eventually
yeah.
once I figure out that name. Um, yeah, I guess I'm grateful for this opportunity to launch a new imprint and have a new I'll just say a new chapter of my career. Um, and I'm grateful for, yeah, I think I said this last year, but I am grateful that we have the space to host Thanksgiving. We have a nice big table. We do have to extend it, but when I first moved into this apartment, like my priority was I wanted a big dining table, and that's kind of it's been in the space that I think the plans and probably intended that space to be a living room to have like a little couch, but I just wanted it to be a dining room. So I custom ordered a big table, and it's been very useful. So I'm grateful to have that space and that Stephen is cooking. All right. And that was the decision. Oh no, sorry. This is my old script. And that was the 2025 gift guide episode. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us. And thanks to,
Um,
oh,
yeah,
yes.
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I was I was thinking about like, oh, next time we're gonna have to think about our word of the year and stuff like that. We're
I
gonna have to start
know.
thinking about stuff. But never mind. Thanks to Alex at Pacey Work Studio for
Wait,
editing this podcast.
did I even finish that? I don't know. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts
And
as
tell a
our
friend about
holiday
it.
gift.
Yes, give us a holiday gift of a wonderful rating and review, and
Yes.
tag us on social media using the hashtag BookFriendsForever, or send us a message via Instagram at BookFriendsForever_podcast, or via our website BookFriendsForever.com, and you'll be able to see all the links to the things you can buy that we recommended there. And join our Patreon. The link is in the show notes.
That would be a nice holiday gift as well.
Yes, that would be a great holiday gift.
Yes. I'm
This is
Alvina
such
Ling. I know. So
This is
no,
such a-
everyone fast forwards to this time anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they listen.
I'm Alvina
Okay.
Ling. You can find me at Planet Alvina on TikTok and at Alvina Ling on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads.
And I'm Grace Lynn, and you can find me at Pacey Lynn on Instagram and Threads, and author Grace Lynn on Facebook and Blue Sky.
Have a great week.
And let me know if you actually listened to the very, very end of this. It'd be very interesting to know. Don't
Yes.
forget to read. Bye.